What is this?
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Wait, who was that? Oh my god. Congrats, Sally. Mark Robert Lamont wins Esports Community Leader of the Year. Bro, I swear I look like such a clown ass. It's crazy. What happened to my face, chat? How do I undo my face? Caedrel. Faker crafting mid meta. I always recommend mid Garen. Bro. Chat. Is it not Faker that's doing it?
Pog, let's go, man.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Pog, let's go, man.
Oh my god. I made full Korean subtitles for the turning point.
Conga.
Jesus, man. What the hell?
Pog,
You posted on FM Korea as well? Jesus, man. What the fuck? You're crazy. Yo, thanks, man.
What's your thoughts on the winner of Streamer of the Year, pup?
I think Kai Cenat should have won Streamer of the Year. But yeah, it looks like it's all just a bit biased. Kai Cenat is like absolute next level. Absolutely next level.
Pog, let's go, man.
Speed.
Banger games.
Yeah, maybe speed as well. I don't know. But I feel like Kai Cenat has done a lot this year that is like become a new trend in streaming communities, right? Like, maybe I'm wrong this, but from what I've seen, having like these big backgrounds in streamer marathons now is a thing because of Kai Cenat. He's like done all of these game marathons and shit like that and changed all his backgrounds and like, I don't know, this guy, he's done some crazy collabs and stuff as well. Like the Kevin Hart stuff was crazy.
DDX.
It's not about how many followers you have on Twitter or Instagram. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many Twitter followers you have. It's not Twitter following of the year. It's what have you done to make streaming like different or peak or you know. But yeah, I think this year I think Kai Cenat's done a really good job. I mean, I also think Speed did like his European tour, which was crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fucking. LS is at war after his tweet.
Everyone tell
Relish
us
for
the
some
problem with
topic
mid-taking.
of this video is
I
mostly
watched
gonna be
this
going...
video. I watched this video. I didn't like it. I didn't like it personally. The reason I didn't like it is it takes away from the main question. And we can watch it if you want. But the main question was, is taking mid-tier 1 worth? Then it went to discussions about like the references, in my opinion, were bad. Like this, as an example, is terrible, right? It's just a terrible example as to why mid-tier 1's useless. Like even the easiest solution for Nautilus, a small solution for Nautilus is just don't ride the Herald and it would have crashed and you could back off. The only reason it doesn't crash is because they fucking put a wall up and you drive into it, right? Because you manually take the Herald. But there was a lot of the video I didn't like. Maybe I should go through it with you. But I really liked Reven's points, at least. And like the idea, I think the main idea that I dislike is... wait, let me open up RiffsKit. Is they were laughing at people saying, if you take mid-tier 1, you open up the map, right? Which is true. If you take mid-tier 1, you do open up the map. And they were laughing. They were laughing at it because, I don't know why, maybe they thought it was just funny. But I don't understand if you don't understand the concept of the MOBA. Like, if you take mid-tier 1, you do open up the map. It is like, it's crazy to me that this isn't like understood. I can push waves in further. I have a shorter task on rotating to tier 2s or zoning off of tier 1s. And you have longer distances to cover to be able to defend your towers. Like, it just makes it so I can push you in and have shorter tracks into your jungle and take your towers. And it's a way of snowballing the game. And if your counter argument is it's to slow down, it's not good to take mid-tier 1 if you're playing a comp that like wants to slow the game down. then that's also a valid argument. But if you take mid tier 1, you also do make it so if you do ever get one lane of pressure, then you can push in that lane of pressure further. What the fuck is the thing? Where's the fucking hand thing? I don't know where it is. Anyway, you can push in that lane further, so they have to catch deeper on any lane. Bro, this fucking thing is fucking completely bugged. They have to catch deeper on any lane, which gives you more time. And time is the most valuable resources when you're scaling, right? So if you ever have the option to take a free mid-tier 1, you should do it to open up the map. So you can push them in deeper. So you can have shorter rotations if you want to cross map. And the game, when you're scaling, isn't just about standing at your towers and clearing waves and doing nothing and waiting for time. It's about finding opportunities that are very low risk. And so if you have a low risk play of taking mid-tier 1, you should take it. Am I saying you should 5-man mid Aram at 20 minutes with tier champs, Smolder, and like no stacks and like try and take mid tier 1? No. But if they like overload top or something and they play for like your top tier 2 and you have a chance to take this while you defend this, it's always worth it. You should always try and cross map. The argument of taking jungle camps is a bit outdated, I think. I think the idea that if you take their towers, you can take their jungle camps. Yes and no. I don't think jungle camps in the current like climate of League matter as much. Sure, they're useful. If you get mid-tier 1, can you take their wolves? No. To take their wolves, you kind of need their mid-tier 2. The only thing I think it opens up mainly, if you take mid-tier 1, is like blue buff and red buff contests a little bit easier. I don't think that taking their raptors is decided by mid-tier 1. I think you can take their raptors no matter what, whether mid-tier 1 is down or not. Like, this is the only real camp that matters if you take mid-tier 1. In people's eyes, I disagree. I think you can contest raptors no matter what. I don't think mid-tier 1 is a huge factor. But I think it makes it easier to contest buff respawns, which actually is a lot of value, considering that League of Legends now, if you get a buff, you get a 5-man buff, right? Also, it just means that like if I'm in the game and it's 30 minutes in, another example, if it's 30 minutes into the game and dragon spawning and they have a mid-tier 1 up and I don't, obviously contesting mid-waves become harder because they can play on bushes and I have less places to retreat to in a sense, right? I can't just run back to my tower and clear the wave and then contest the next one. My tower's dead. So I have so much little space to work with when it comes to contesting. Whereas if they have a mid-tier 1 up, no matter how much poke I land, I can't chase because they have a tower. So when it comes to opening up the map in that regard, if you want to contest Drakes or Barons, for example, and you want to contest mid-prio for that objective, having the tower there just makes it a lot easier to be able to contest and like not be chased in that sense. So I think the video was really cool. I think LS's video was really good.
Pog, let's go, man.
But I just disliked the way that they kind of went off of the point in my eyes. Like the argument started, should 100 Thieves take this mid-tier 1? And then it moved to like, is mid-tier 1 valuable? And then the mid-tier 1 is valuable this discussion only happened for like a minute. And then they moved on to like how StarCraft works and how economy in StarCraft works and comparing League to StarCraft. And I feel like it just kind of removed from the idea of like, what is the key argument as to why you think mid-tier 1 is bad to take? You know, like what is the argument as to why you think mid-tier 1 is bad? Because the problem with taking mid-tier is the argument. But there's only one example of a game where 100 Thieves just blundered the whole game because they trolled a mid-siege. And using that as an example and extrapolating someone who's a top 8 StarCraft pro player and then comparing it to the best in the world when it's 100 Thieves and saying, this is why you shouldn't take mid-tower. I feel like it's a very nuanced discussion that needs a lot more examples and context. But anyway, I'm rambling. I do like the idea. The thing that I don't want to say here is I love the idea of having different opinions. I think, you know, having different opinions always brings more discussion to the game. However, I do think if there's one unanimous thing that a lot of people will agree on in League of Legends, it's mid-tier 1 is insanely valuable. It's not about getting 112 gold. Like, it's not about 112 gold. It really is about how much space you have on the map to work with, how you have shorter rotations if you ever do get leads and advantages, how you can, like, if you are a scaling comp and mid-tier 1 is down, that's one less objective that you have in your way when it comes to taking objectives if you do win a fight or go 3 for 3, right? Mid-tier 1 opens up so much on the map, it's crazy. It just prevents, it just makes everything so much easier when it comes to rotating anywhere. Yeah. And a lot of the discussion was like, they're doing this because they're stressed, they're doing this because they're stressed. No, I actually think the argument that they had here was that 100 Thieves is stressed and they're like not sure what to do. So they're like, we should do something like ADHD, let's Herald mid. I actually think, and I think their Herald mid is fine. You know why I think their Herald mid is fine? It's because they should just press Herald and not get in it. They just lacked a bit of game knowledge. I actually don't mind heralding mid here when they just saw Cassante bot. And Talia has no TP. Talia ult is a good form of collapse, but Jax is first. And all they have to do here is press Herald, clear the wave, the Herald crashes, mid tier 1 dies, they back off. The game's fine. But the problem is they maybe misunderstood the mechanic between Talia and Herald. And as soon as they start driving the Herald, Talia wall comes out, Nautilus realizes it's just going to hit the wall, and that's it. The charge is gone, they can't get a tower. So he greeds by trying to go around to hit the tower. And then they greed even harder by walking up to take the tower, right? This is the problem. If they just didn't get in, if they just knew the Talia wall mechanic with Herald, that if you don't drive it, when it autopilots and no one's in it, it crashes through Talia wall anyway. And then they'd be fine. Mid tier 1 would be dead and they'd back off and they can just catch top. But instead, obviously, they got like a bit dizzy and like they maybe got stun locked by the fact that this Nautilus is trying to play fucking Need for Speed Underground. And yeah, they all walk up and die. So it's just, yeah. Now, I don't want people to clickbait title, Caedrel disagrees with LS. No. No. I don't want any of this dog shit drama shit. I love the idea of people coming up with discussions so you can talk about it. I just, I didn't like the video because I feel like they kind of strayed off topic. If they had more arguments as to why they think mid-tier 1 is bad, that would be awesome, and I'd love to watch that. But in my eyes, the only argument they used was 1, community sentiment argument, that you can take jungle camps, and 2, that pro players make the decisions because they're stressed. And that mid towers were the 112 gold. So yeah, that's all. My only thoughts on the tweet. I do think people are being really weird though. I think the problem LS has is he tweets a take, and you can only get so much of your take in characters on text, and so when people read it, they come to conclusions that you're not really like. They come to conclusions of what your opinion is without real context, you know? Like, I think mid tower is useless because it's only worth 112 gold. It's like, well, you're fucking, you know, now you can start yapping. But yeah. Caedrel reacting to Ludwig, reacting to Caedrel, reacting to Ludwig's solo queue game. Let's go. Yeah! Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't want to watch this, man. I don't want to watch this. I actually didn't think that he would watch it. I didn't think that he would watch it. Not that I just think that I'm too much of a random for him to watch it, you know?